All right, we've harped on this whole next to so-and-so, next to so-and-so, next to so-and-so for years. And when you really are next to insert major league grade A, super expensive red wine estate here, then it's really special. A lot of people pretend they're next to someone because they're like within spitting distance or on a Google map, there's two estates in between, but boy, they're right there on the Google map. You can see, I'm right here, and they're right there, and we're special. In this instance, when we deal with next to, if we're gonna sell you the next to story, these guys are really going to be next to somebody very special. And in this case, where did DeGrazia pull this one from, huh? Yeah, Marco and Jano DeGrazia selections, of course, are very famous throughout the decades for their pioneering of high-quality Italian red wines in America. And recently, they stumbled onto these guys, which I can't believe that no one was working with them before. This is really incredible. It's like tripping over a gold bar. This sort of deal. It's kind of dumb. But here they are, and we are psyched that they're here. This is Poggio La Croce. And Poggio La Croce is a Brunello di Montalcino estate located in some very hallowed terroir. They share a border with none other than the great Tenuta Il Grappo Biondi Santi, which Biondi Santi is kind of a big deal. Their wines are super expensive, revered, the pioneers of Brunello di Montalcino. We always hear about the 1888 Biondi Santi, and it's a hallowed wine, right? A cult, iconic, the Romani Conti of Montalcino, whatever the hell you want to call it. Biondi Santi is that. Now, getting back to it, a lot of people are like, yeah, we're real close to the Biondi Santi, and you're like, okay. And you look out your Google map, and you're like, okay, yeah, no, I mean, you're in the neighborhood, but you ain't like chaw. So, tell you what, kids, break out your Google map, type in Poggio La Croce, and see who their direct next door neighbor is. The vineyards are contiguous. Yeah, Biondi Santi. And if I wanted to get like really wanky with it, I would tell you just a healthy driver to the east of these guys, you'll have Cervaiona, which is another rock star 100-point estate. So these guys are like literally sandwiched between two of the greatest properties in Montalcino. Don't know how the DeGrazias pulled this one off. Basically, the property is founded in 1955, purchased by Edward, God help me, Corsi. Thank you, that's why I got the phone there. Edward Corsi actually worked with the previous proprietors for an extended period of time and then was able to purchase the estate from them more recently. Now, I guess one of the things maybe why this didn't get around was these guys don't really get around. It's 2.8 hectares, which in Montalcino is super teeny tiny. All right, so we're talking about 8 acres, 9 acres. It's nothing. Nothing. So I can see why the word didn't really get out on these wines. Let's talk about the style real quick. Biondi Santi, more structured, medium weight, big tannins, 30-year wine. With these wines, they're easier. Edward produces a rounder, more generous style of Sangiovese from his vineyards. So you get a snapshot of the Biondi Santi terroir without having to wait a lifetime. Is that simply put it? Now, I'm gonna be honest. Are these wines like as profound as a Biondi Santi wine? No. I mean, Biondi Santi, you're talking about $250 Brunello or $500 Brunello Reservas, whatever the hell, like stupid pricing. And there's a very specific goal towards those wines excelling after 20, 30 years in the cellar. Here we have a scenario where you're the next door neighbor, but you're small You don't have the money, those guys do. So you want to create something that's juicy and yummy, delivers immediately, but from a really special terroir. And that's what these guys did. I guess think of it as you will, like kind of like a Bourgogne Rouge from Romanée-Conti, right? You know, like a great starter wine from a great terroir that introduces you into something like a gateway drug that's going to send you somewhere else if you have the means. And I mean, I don't drink Bianchi Santi, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have the means. So these wines are a terrific alternative. The 21 Rosso di Montalcino and the 15 current vintage, right? So they're doing the Bianchi Santi thing. They're not on 19. This is 15 in the market now. The 15 Brunello di Montalcino are both wildly accessible. Round, flashy, generous Sangiovese wines. Supple, fruit forward, easy. Super easy. Soft tannins. Just beautiful, gorgeous wines. And the prices, which I didn't do the prices yet. Rosso di Montalcino, $20. Brunello, $40. A fraction of the pricing of their more illustrious next door neighbor. The teeny tiny Poggio La Croce estate, terrific value, great vintages, and really, for sure, terroir. Google it. Boom.